Corn. Okay. Mazramush, Hadahook, Inch, welcome commercial. Guys are doing well. Ooh, holy! I was gonna do a intro video, but this is great news. We just got our very first, ladies and gentlemen, skin, shuriken skin. So this is huge. This is huge. We just got 2,500 the Resistance Reborn, so this is insane. This is so good. Yeah, this is big celebration. Ooh. Whew. That is huge. I didn't know I was gonna be able to do it. But this is really good. Anyway, little short for our talk, just a little celebration. Love you guys, take it easy. Mazramush, Hadahook, Inc., local commercial, because the walks are having a wonderful day on this 8th October, 7th October, my apologies, 2025. We are having one of the worst day in a while. So what I'm going to do is eat rice, and we're going to do the intro. Then I'll do a rant video, which will be unreleased, baby. And I already know. So yeah, so what did we do today? Today I woke up around 10:30, and I want to read Berserk, right? So I want to read like a 5 or 6 chapters of Berserk. I hope you had everything. We also sort of important because I'm like, okay, guess what? I can do this to this. Otherwise, anything good? Yes, in the background it's raining. So I'm in a good mood right now, but I had a horrible day. That's so good. So delicious. We cooked that breakfast today. I'm doing this is recooked rice, not refried, recooked. And it's delicious. We did had a little bit too much spices. It's very strong, very not pleasant, but hey, it is what it is, my dear friend. So today, what did we do? Woke up in a hurry to go and read some Berserk. That way when I did the video at 12 o'clock, it was okay. It's 7 o'clock right now. So at 12 o'clock I realized that I didn't have any storage, and then I did realize that sadly some of the videos on the 2 phones were not uploaded. Now I could have done, you know what? We did this. I'm going to make the video up. Also the rain. I'm like, you know what? It's okay. Because the rain isn't that bad. So I didn't mind. Anyway, today we're still going to do like a TikTok live. So well, I'm gonna wait a little bit. I'm good rice. I think I love rice. So call my mom, call my father. It wasn't a nice talk. Lots of learning to do. And then I was like, you know what? These files are not even uploading. So what I have to do usually is, okay, this file is uploading, this file is uploading. However, what you also have to do is the percentage, the amount of time left. And I didn't check that it didn't move. So again, I couldn't do it. But it's all good. It's okay. It doesn't really matter. Although in the end of the day, we're still doing A-okay. Man, this is good. This is really good. So, we shot for 3 hours today, which technically means that I should be over for night. Depending on if it's a battle or not, I think we're going to play more. Hopefully I play more. Right now it's one of the best times of the year to play Fortnite. So, the plan to make videos. I have a couple of videos to do. Then, we got live streaming. So all in all, the good stuff. We got good stuff. And we might be able to do more than I expected to do it originally. So, kind of woke up in a bad mood. Then, I had minor argument. I'm not in the best of mood, but the remedy to a angry brain creativity. That's good. So, as I mentioned before, I love you. It doesn't matter. We're gonna take this day and we're gonna make a better one. Which is pretty good. Don't blink. If you blink, welcome to the competition. I hope you're doing well because I'm having a wonderful day on this 11th night on this 7th October 2025. Guys are doing well because I'm having a wonderful day. Today we're doing a unreleased video. So this is a video that I'm filming that I need to get out of my system, and we're not gonna post it. And we'll post it in like 20 years. I don't really care. So before we continue, again, this is a rant video, so this is gonna be me complaining. If you're not okay with me complaining, that's totally fine. I'm doing this for me more than anything else, right? So good. So the first thing I want to complain about is I woke up in a bad mood today. So here's the situation, right? So I've been talking to this girl. I'm not here to say name. I've been talking to this girl for hopefully a better part of half a year, for a long ass time, and she's super cool. So we start talking and we have a lot in common. She's very flirtatious, and she's the kind of person that doesn't tell me that she has a boyfriend. So I go to one of her live on YouTube, and she right away she goes like, "Hey, here's my boyfriend." And I'm like, "Holy shit, you have a boyfriend? You didn't tell me." But I didn't ask. That's probably my fault. So I just like, and then she kept on being flirtatious. So I'm like, okay, well maybe she has a problem with her boyfriend, right? And then there's a post about them getting engaged. And I'm like, okay, well, dude, stop doing that to yourself, right? So we stopped. Oh, we're still talking. We're still friends, but I stopped. And this was good because I started talking to other ladies. Because of course, your boy is single. So your boy kind of wants to relax and find a partner for life. I will make this man pay for his life. A little bit of Conor McGregor, you know, to calm down. I'm in a good mood because I didn't bottle it up today, and we had a couple of shitty things happen today, but we didn't bottle it up, so I feel better, which is the goal. As long as you don't, and I have this rule where if I go to sleep bad, what happened yesterday, I felt bad this morning, and if I felt bad this morning, then the whole is gonna be shit, right? So, as you guys know, this didn't end up here because this was months ago. So, we keep it cool. And already she broke my heart twice because she played with my emotions. Sometimes she's very, like for example, she'll do a audio of her mixing ramen because we both find ramen, and she'll pretend like it's another sound, which is a wet pussy, right? And 2 weeks ago she tells me like, hey, me and my fiance broke up. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think it sucks. Do I give a fuck? No. Was I happy? Yes. Because I'm like, okay, well, this girl is really my type of girl, and she's also fucked up. So my type of girl is also someone that understands me and what I went through, but also understand that I'm going on social media. I might not be the same person online, out of social media, right? And then she's really there. She's really there. We text every single day, morning, afternoon, evening. We're really talking, and I'm like, okay, well, in my brain, I do the 2 plus 2. So the 2 plus 2 was We've talked about this before. She might have had feelings for me before because she described her. So I'm in one run of her life, right? And she doesn't know I'm there. Somebody asked her what's the type of man, and she described me, and I look very different to her boyfriend. I'm like, okay, well that's fucked up, right? So I have hopes, and they get back together, and I was like, dude, you just said that you didn't want to go in a relationship. That was really finished. So you liked me. First of all, you liked me. Second of all, you liked me in the first place because we're flirtatious with you. And this time you just broke my heart. Now, ultimately speaking, I'm a sucker. All I need is a sorry in life. If you give me a sorry, I'll forgive even a, let's say, murderer. I probably won't forgive a murderer, but I'll be like, hey, listen, I don't hate you, right? If they're sorry and they have remorse for what they do, because remorse is the seed of morality and the seed of change. If you didn't do something that you have remorse for, you don't know what is the problem with doing some wrong thing. And if you don't know what the problem with doing a wrong thing, why would you stop, right? Pretty simple thing. So, long story short, again, this is a rant video, so I'm gonna be ranting, I'm gonna be talking. You guys are gonna go crazy with this one. So, usually I'll get pissed at her, and she'll notice that I'm pissed, and then she'll talk back to me. But then it was like, hey, first of all, she leave me on read. I was like, me and my boyfriend are together, and I'm like, and I didn't say that, but in my mind, I'm like, what am I supposed to say? Hey, congratulations, you killed my emotion once again. But again, I feel selfish because if she wants to be with that guy, she wants to be with that guy, I don't care. So it's kind of complex for me. It's really complex. But at the end of the day, if she's happy, I'm happy. And she won't be part of my life anymore. But if she's happy, as long as I leave her knowing that she's good, I don't really care. If I knew it, if I knew that she was depressed and I would leave a person, that makes me an asshole. But she's okay, so me leaving it doesn't make me an asshole. So 2 days ago, I'm on a live, and on the live, I'm like, hey, what should I do? Should I just block this person and take that out of my life, right? And I'm going to do that with the day, which is yesterday. But it just so happened that this person had her own birthday yesterday. So I'm like, okay, well, I can't end a friendship on her birthday. So I write her like a super nice thing, like, hey, you're a really good person. I'm so happy that you have your birthday. We made it another year. You're a survivor. You're a fighter. I know how hard it is. I know how hard you're trying. But listen, you made it another year, and this year is your years. I feel it in my bone. And she'll leave me on scene. So now, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna block her or not. And the whole morning I'm steaming with rage, right? Then I calm down because I take a long shower, long bath more so. And with the long bath, what I do is I read some Berserk, and Berserk is just so good. So, next problem. I called my mom. Yeah, we fought with shit people today. My mom, my father twice. So, this is all personal shit, but fuck it, dude. With my mom, I called her, and I got injured not too long ago, badly. I'm doing much better. I can sit down, I can stand up a lot, but if I sit down for too long, it still hurts. And if I get up after I'm tired, or I don't get up in the right position. For example, right now what we're doing is we're lifting one butt cheek, so my body is a bit crooked, and because we're crooked, we just get up versus standing up straight, which hurts. Don't ask me why, it just works, right? So with my mom, and I tell her, Mom, I left my credit card somewhere, and I don't know what it is. And it's possibly in the apartment, but I'm in pain cleaning the apartment, which is true. Like, I say I'm feeling much better. Am I gonna exercise? No, I'm not gonna exercise, right? So, and it's nuts because she's okay, no problem, I'll go to the bank for you. And already she's pissed off because we called her twice, right? The first time I called her, and I told her yesterday, I said, please cancel the card. She said, okay, no problem. And she called me after that because she was at the bank, and she couldn't cancel the card because it was mine. So we have a emergency fund. If there's emergency, I can take money out of it, but I need to be like, yo, this is why. Now, I'm a dumbass because I put the two bank cards together, and I had 2 checks last week. One from work and one from the YouTube, Twitch, and of course TikTok. It's more so K-pop. That's it. So I go in and I deposit money in the wrong account. I'm like, fuck, 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 fuck. Right? So I go in, I get hurt. The same that I put the money in. Like, holy fuck. If somebody finds the cards, there's like $5,000 in there. So I cannot lose that, right? Because otherwise, am I good with money? I'm okay right now, but a couple of months, I don't know if I can be able to, right? So, I call her, and she's on the phone, right? And my mom, when she's nervous, she'll repeat a lot, and it's super hard to resist because she's telling you information, and 3 sentences out of 4 will be repeating herself. And I'm trying to get information. I'm trying to understand what she's trying to say, but she's repeating. So my mind turned off. When somebody is repeating, my mind turns off, and I just ignore them because otherwise I get angry. I just ignore her. And then she was talking to me, and I'm like, Mom, please stop repeating yourself. Trying to focus. And she hangs up the phone because she's pissed off for whatever reason. And before she hangs up, my mom's Egyptian. My mom's Egyptian. And the cashier that I was talking to, which I know, she's not a friend of the family, but we know her. And she's Lebanese, so she understands Arabic. And my mom called me with a fucking haram, which basically means what the fucking shit, like a shithead or whatever, right? She called me a shit basically, and I got pissed off. So I'm streaming, right? And then I called my father. And my father's also mad because I got injured, right? And I didn't call him for the hospital because I was super close. So you guys kind of know Lachine a little bit. You got the grocery store. The hospital is about 10 minutes from there. I think called my father if I could get there, right? And then my mom, she called me and like, hey, I'm okay. I just came back from the hospital. And she was like, hey, did you tell your dad, right? And I told her, no, I was close by. I didn't need to call my dad. And then my mom, she texted my father to give him shit because I didn't call him. She's like, what did you pick up your son? And I'm like, he didn't know. My mom's like, how can you not know that your son is hurt? Because I didn't tell him. My father is pissed off. And then my father is like, and today I had an interview. So we have a job already, right? We have a job for the shelving of grocery stores, right? Which is great. But it's only 18 hours per week. Yeah, per week. So we get a job at a place called Canada, which is in charge of all the mail from the government, right? And I go in, and it's beautiful because what I can do is how can I say this? What I can do is it's tough. It's tough because what I can do is either miss the interview, right? It's a really good job because I'm hurt, or not miss it and not miss the job. So I go to the interview, and then the guy, he said you're in luck, which is not lucky at all. He tells me, hey, one of our guys doesn't show up today, so we can test you working, and I'm hurt. So I do a little bit. I do like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and right away the guy is like, hey, this guy is hurt. So the boss gives me shit because he thinks that my goal is to come to work injured, to pretend like I'm injured at work, and if I'm injured at work, I can get something called laissez-passer, which is basically workers' comp, right? Which that's not the plan. I'm not even to work here. How can I get workers' comp when I don't work for you? It doesn't make any sense. If anything, I could have done that with the other job, which is shelving the grocery store. Why did I do that? Why didn't I pretend to be there? And then he doesn't know that I have another job, so it's okay. So I called my father because I'm pissed off. I'm like, okay, well, I just fucked my mom. I just lost a job. And my father's pretty pissed off because my mom sent me a message. It's like, oh, why am I including this shit? This is between you and her, blah, 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 blah. And my father's already pissed off, right? So we talk. And I know he's going to give me shit. I know he's going to give me shit because he said, next time we talk, we're going to have a man-to-man talk. And the only man-to-man talk that my father and I have is him giving me shit. Yeah. I'm being 100% honest. So I go in and I'm like, okay. But this morning, you know what? I'm like, you know what? I'm already having a bad day. There's a different point of your day when you've been through so much shit that you don't really care about it. Like, you know what? Go ahead. It's It's like, hey, it's raining today. I got yelled at by my boss. I had a car splashing with water, and I lost my bus pass. It doesn't really matter, right? So I go in, and my father started talking, and at first he started making a lot of good points, very good points, right? And he's like, well, listen, if your mom is worried, it's your job to make sure that she's okay before she takes me, which is kind of right because yes, I did tell my mom to text him, and my mom went rogue on that one because my father didn't have anything to do with it. My father didn't have anything to do with it. He didn't have anything to do at all with it, and it was my choice to. It was my choice to say, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna end it here," because she's on the phone and she's pissed at me. She's really, really pissed at me because I got to the hospital. She said, "Oh my God, your father." And when I saw her pissed, the right thing to do was to calm her down. But I just came back from the hospital. I was on pain medication, and I just, you know what? I'm gonna call her tomorrow. She'll be more calm. I'll be less. I'm fucking high right now. I'm high off pain, man. And then what she did was she texted my father. Now, if I chose to be there for her, she would have not called my father. Case in point, problem solved, right? But I didn't do that. I didn't do it. So then what happened is, so he started to tell me that, right? And he's like, "Why did you lie to your mom?" Because she told me I took the ambulance to go because she thinks that my mom always tell me how dangerous the bike is. She's against me doing the bike, right? And I got hurt riding the bike. So what exactly happened? I get hurt. I had the bike. I had a bag of groceries. It was too heavy. There was a what's it called? There was a floor that was slippery because of rock dust and little rocks on the floor. So they were doing construction. And I fell on my ass, which means that my tailbone was bruised because I'm fat as fuck. I'm really fat. So yeah, and so to continue, I just go in, and it's kind of like a good time. It's kind of like a good time because I don't know. It's just something super important because it's a good time because I know that I'm not hurt. Something super important because I went to the hospital and now I can finally relax. But you know, my parents are very into my life, but now I have to tell them. My father's sleeping, my mom, I'm gonna tell her, she's gonna be pissed off, but at least she knows that. At least I'm honest. My father's like, okay, well, why don't you tell your mom that you took the ambulance? And I told him, well, if you know that I think the bike, this is, every time I'm on bike, she'll tell me, hey, remember when you hurt yourself 7 years ago? You remember that? You want to hurt yourself again? I don't want that. I do not want that. So I just leave. And it's my fault, right? Because I again didn't calm her or didn't know how to calm her. I shouldn't know how to calm my own mom. That's on me. That's my bad. My bad, right? So with my father, he started to get pissed, and I'm like, I'm understanding of him. I'm like, I understand what your situation. But are you saying that you understand? Because remember when you were at my house 12 years ago? 12 years ago. Remember when you were at my house and you told me that you understood, but you didn't? Yeah, because you kept on fucking repeating 7 and 8 times the same thing. Don't do this. Couple seconds, don't do this. Couple seconds, don't do this. And I lost my fucking mind. And I would get angry. So by getting angry, you get angry, and now I get more angry, and I get more angry, and that's when we fight. Because we had physical fighting in my car before. Right? So instead of like, you know what, you're right. I'm not gonna allow this to go any further. I'm a dumbass. I made a mistake, right? And if you want to win the argument, you want the argument, no problem. I don't care. I'm not gonna get to a point where I fight with my father physically because of the misunderstanding or the fact that we talk over each other, right? And then it kind of moved, right? And then it's like, you know what? You got hurt because you're fat. And I'm like, okay, where did that come from? He says, I watched the video and I saw you get hurt, and that's because you're fat. I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to say? He says, why don't you go to the gym? And I tell him, Dad, I make 18 hours a week. I can barely pay my rent. You want me to go to the gym? Doesn't make sense. Like, oh, well, if you were doing less videos, you would do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm working, and the video is gonna be doing. For example, I'm gonna tell you a secret, right? And this is stupid, but that's still something. I had 2 checks lately. One from the work, which was 800 something. And I had a check from YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. And that check was for a year. It was $900, right? Now, if I'm missing $50 a week, a month for my rent, for my things, then that $900 just saved my ass for a whole year. No. Am I saying I'm gonna stay in a job that doesn't pay me enough for a whole year? No, I'm not saying that. But if anything happens, I'm okay. I'm okay. You don't realize that. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm like, I understand that you don't agree with the video, but you see how I'm working. And the sad thing is, last week you were talking to me about how good it was that we're making videos because you see me working hard. So I thought you were wasting your time, but you're actually working. I'm proud of that. I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty cool. And but then it was getting more angry, and I was trying to be chill, but at the same time, then he started. So for the thing that he was mad about, right? Is he right to be mad about being involved in a situation that doesn't concern him? Yes, he's right. But talking to me about things that happened years ago, for example, right? He said, "Oh, well, if you were at the gym, you wouldn't be that fat. You wouldn't get hurt." And I'm like, I'm broke. He said, "Yeah, but you weren't always broke. Last year, you had unemployment coming in, and you were good on money. Why didn't you go to the gym there?" And I was like, "Okay, well, I was working on it, building something." And he's like, "Okay, well, if you in your video you talk too much." And I'm like, "Who am I gonna talk about that? Who am I gonna talk about the movie that I watch? I'm gonna talk to you about a movie that you watch. I know that you don't care. I'm not gonna force you to talk about something that you don't care. That's not cool to do. So I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna talk about a movie on fucking YouTube videos. And if I get 0 views, I get 0 views. If I get 1 view, somebody that like the movie, I got 1 views. I don't care. I don't care. Okay, I don't care." It's like, "You're talking too much in your video." And I'm like, "Yeah, but what am I supposed to talk to?" And he's like, "Okay, well, if you went to the gym again," and my father wants me to go to the gym badly because he thinks I'm fat. My father is disgusted with the way I look. That way the gym could be something, and you know that if I work out at the gym, I'm gonna be more sure because I proved that before that I could go to the gym and lose some weight. But the problem with my father is I went to this apartment 12 years ago, and I've been living in the same apartment for 12 years, and for 12 years telling me, "Why don't you go to the gym?" And I'm like, "Dad, if you're if the gym interested me, I would have went 12 years ago. I would have went 10 years ago. I would have went 8 years ago. I would have went 5, 4, 3 years ago. Chances are that if I didn't go, I don't want to go. Chances are, right?" And he's like, "Okay, well, your gym equipment, you don't use it." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" "I don't use it every single day, but I use it sometimes when I need to have energy release." Today, I was pissed off. "Do you think I didn't use the gym? I fucking used it. Not because I was fat, but because I was pissed off. That's why I'm calm right now, because I worked out." Then my father's like, "Okay, well, when's the time to use it? It's the truth." I'm like, 2 weeks ago. And he tells me bullshit. Bullshit. And I'm like, okay. It's also filmed. And then, for some reason, he chilled. And then because he's still mad, so he goes back to my mom. He tells me like, I was like, "Hey, you shouldn't have told your mom that you were in an ambulance." So he's pissed about my mom. I lied to her because I went to the ambulance, right? Because I told my mom I was in an ambulance because my mom, for her not to, and I did lie to my mom. I did lie. For my mom not to believe that that's fully dangerous, I said I got hurt at work, which is not true, but, you know, I did lie. And then my father's like, "Yeah, you shouldn't tell her that you went to the doctor with an ambulance." And I'm like, "Okay, what should I tell?" Because at that point, I'm still trying to learn. I have a good relationship with my father. I don't want to quit that. And he tells me, "Oh, well, tell her that you went to the hospital. But don't tell her that you went to the ambulance." And I'm like, "Okay, well, how am I supposed to tell her? But then I walk there." And he's like, "Yeah, just don't tell her that you take the ambulance." And I'm like, "Don't you say that? That's also a lie." So you tell me to choose my lie, not to not lie, but to choose what lie I'm gonna say. Doesn't make any sense. And then we get mad at each other, right? So then he pissed off and he hang up the phone because like, "Hey, I'm gonna get through to you today. Fuck that." So then I think about it. I work out. Oh, thanks. Look at this. Stefan, I am deeply disappointed with your attitude and the way you spoke to me on the phone in front of Lama. Even Earl was shocked. Despite whether I took the time and effort to sort out your card issue and make sure your rent would be paid while I'm in Egypt. And to hope to help you think easier. What I to get the disrespect and attitude. Go above and beyond for you every single time. Your father doesn't do it. Look, I go above and beyond for you every single time. Your father doesn't do even a tenth of what I do to him, is to treat him with respect and fear. I'm the one who talks to like this. All I said. Oh, by the way, by the way, it's recorded. Why? Because she called me and I was streaming. She called me and I was streaming. So I'm gonna do something I'm not supposed to do. But fuck it, will never go out. I will never publish it. So fuck it. Fuck it. Okay. Go. So it's right here. Listen to this. Yalla Stefan, hurry up. Okay, so that's won't be long. This is me streaming. Again, I'm streaming, right? Okay, there you go. A bit further. Okay, a bit further. Oh, fuck that. I know where it is. Okay, there you go. Look. Look. Am I not nice? To deposit, I did. One. Two. Three. Look what I said. Look what I said. There you go. See? Oh, you missed it. Look. Look what I said. My God. I'm gonna